Okay, it is March the 9th, 2025. We're going to do our first full inspection. We took a look last week, just real quick, at our hive, and it looked like it was doing really well. We gave it some bee candy, which is just basically crystallized sugar. We're going to take a look at the hive today, see how they're doing. Both hives are really quiet, and it's cool, but it's not cold. But what we're going to do today, the goal is a couple. One, we're going to check to see if the box below is empty, and if it is, then we're going to swap this top box here. We're going to take it to the bottom, and then we'll just pull the bottom box that's empty. If it's empty, we'll pull that, and then that'll help them get off to a faster start this year. We are also, Haku, get out of the way. Hey, out. That's Haku. Haku's already been introduced to the bees, not of his own will, but he got over and got in front of him the other day, and I have a cool video where you can see two guard bees fly out and attack him directly. It's a little bit cool. It's like 55, 56 degrees. So it's not cold, but it's cool. So we're going to try to do this kind of fast, but we're also not in a hurry. I don't want to do this the wrong way. So we'll go ahead and smoke them down a little bit. Get them chased down just a touch. This is just a super I have on to help feed them. So this is the candy that we put in there this last week. Whoops, sorry ladies. This is the candy that we put in, and they're doing pretty good with it. They seem to like it. We'll put that down and kind of try to chase these ladies down here. Ooh. Well, we smoked the holy shit out of them. So, first thing we're going to do is we are okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this box off. We're going to set it down. Haku, look out. Look out. Get back. I don't want him getting all stung up. So we're going to start with the bottom box, which looks pretty good. There are definitely a lot of bees. Holy cow. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going on 6.5 frames of bees on the bottom box. And then what I've got today is I've got some pollen patties. So we're checking this hive for resources in the bottom, and if it's empty, we're probably gonna pull the bottom box. That is not empty. It's got honey in it, and it's got capped honey on the backside. Well, that's a result. Holy shit, there's a lot of dead bees in the bottom though. Wow. I don't know. I need to get this thing cleaned out for sure. I don't know why that one's got a little bit of honey on the outsides, but empty. It's empty of all brood. It's got some honey on the corners, but it is empty of brood. Wow. I gotta shake off this bottom board. It's something. Smoke these guys down. You can see though, we've got a lot of bees. You know, we're just covered in bees, which is not what I expected from this hive at all, to be completely honest. I expected this hive to be pretty dead, and it is not. There's a tiny amount of capped brood. Pretty low. So that's 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Actually, I'm gonna do this. See, I burned some of the comb with my last year's Varroa treatments. That's a pretty good frame of honey, though. It's half on one side, half on the other, full on the other. Just haven't even touched it. They have a ton of honey in here. Okay. Ooh, that's empty. It is pretty empty. So what else we're going to do today is we are going to put some pollen patties on. Pollen patties will stimulate brood production. They'll get the queen land. They'll get her moving. Speaking of, I probably should be looking for her, huh? I don't see any eggs, so I guess I kind of wasn't looking for her. You see the dog running around in the background? That's Haku. Haku is my daughter's dog, and he has decided that he likes to come out here with me. Although he did get stung the other day. Oh, sorry, Mama. Whew. These are light and empty. You can see I got a lot of bees. They're just cleaning out the cells, I think. Nothing in there. No honey. No brood at all. No nothing. A little bit of honey in the corner, but not much. And I'm putting them over there so that I can, the bottom board here has a lot of gick on it. A lot of dead bees, a lot of junk, so I'm going to clean it off. It's still got honey on it. And this last one should have some honey on it. That should be about it. So if you're new to beekeeping, the outside frames are where they keep their honey. And they have a little bit of pollen in here. Not a lot, but they've got some. Okay, so first things first, we're going to hold this. Look at that. Wow. Jeez, look at that. That's where all my dead bees are. Back, Mark, go. Go. You see what I'm doing here? I'm just scraping off all these dead bees. All right, so cleaned off the landing board. And I think what we are going to do is actually switch the boxes, but we're going to check this other one first. So, pull this one up here. Oh my God, this one's got a lot of resources in it. It's heavy. So what you're looking for is the weight of the box. We're going to look and see if we can see any brood production. And if we do, then we will we'll keep that box down there. Normally I would put it on the hanger here, but I'm going to pull every frame and just make sure that we can look at them all. I'm not rearranging any frames per se. This is a good frame of honey. It's got honey on the front and the back, and you definitely want that this time of year. Did you get it again, Haku? Yeah, Haku looks a lot like a bear, so I think they treat him like one. Oh. Well. It's another honey frame. So that's good. Another honey frame. They've got lots of honey. I don't have my readers out here, and it's kind of a dark day, so it's hard to see, but I don't see any eggs. see anything. I don't see any eggs. Sorry, I should be showing you the frame, but nothing really in that one. It's got honey for sure. They've got a lot of honey up here. It's got honey stores to the outside, honey stores to the outside on both sides, and it's got room for laying in the middle. They're definitely aware that I am here now. Oh, here we have cat brood. So you see, oh, I think I even saw some larvae. Yep. All right, so in the middle we've got a brood pattern going. It's not huge, but it's good, and I see larvae, so queen's in here, queen's laying. Oh, brood on this side too. Oh, there's my queen. She's right in the middle. She's right in the middle. Very middle there. I don't know where she's at now. Oh, yep. She's right here. Hi, Mama. All right. We got brood. She's laying here. So that's all I'm going to do. Well, actually, I lied. I'm going to open it the rest of the way. I'm going to just keep that there since that's where I know she is. Man, this hive really did great over the year, over the winter. Yeah, I'm going to get some pollen on here for sure. Okay, well, that's all I really need to see. Another full honey store over there. And I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to put this as the bottom box now. I'm going to make sure the queen's down there. I'm going to put a pollen patty on here too. I'm going to make sure she's got pollen for her brood. You need pollen for your brood so that it'll stimulate brood production, but you got to be ready because you stimulate brood production and then all of a sudden you're going to have a big hive. So we've already kind of got a big hive. In my class this week, second year beekeeping class, they said you should have 4 to 5 frames of bees, and I've got 4 to 5 frames just here. That doesn't even count that box there. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually just put this one back on top. But first, put a pollen patty in there. So this isn't the kind I wanted, but I knew I was going to inspect them today, and I knew I'd want to have some pollen out here if I inspected them. So I just went down to my local North 40 and picked up some pollen patties. The kind I wanted is called Hive Alive, but honestly they just didn't have any locally. And this is a pollen patty. I could leave the paper on, they'll chew it off and get it out, but I'm going to try to get as much of it off as I can. Now, being as I'm new, I don't have any idea how much pollen patty to use, so I'm going to put one on each box. I'll put one on the top box and I'll put one down here. And that'll give them pollen to work with. And that should kickstart brood production something fierce. So, yeah, we'll just do that. We'll put it right over the brood chamber. Brood chamber is just that section where they're laying eggs, and this is exactly where that is. So we'll do that. What we're going to do is just put this box on top of it for now. And then I'm going to put another patty on top of here. I'll put the other box on top, and then we'll put the sugar back in, and they'll be set. And that's this hive. That's hive 1.